everyone. We're back with our Fireside Chats. Today we have Ivan with us as our special guest for fall. We're very excited to get to know you a little bit more. So thanks for taking time today to chat with us.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to be here. Although I
Good.
will admit I am a little nervous. I don't like talking about myself. So
It can be a little awkward, but we learn a lot about you. So we're excited.
cool.
Well, we'll start with the easy question first. How long have you been with Infocor?
About 8.5 years.
8.5
So
years.
yeah.
Long time.
Yeah. I'm getting to be one of the old ones.
What's been your favorite memory of working at Infocor so far?
Oh geez. Probably probably the chaos around MG Properties leadership. Right?
Okay.
So planning for that and having to stand up in front of that entire crowd. And there was this one time, it was really funny. Joe Anfuso, which is the our contact over at MG Properties, um, he had wanted to do a fishing test. And so I had created we didn't use any tool. We didn't use like a phishing campaign or anything. I just created a spoof email and
Okay.
sent it out programmatically. And I caught so many people.
That is wild.
Yeah, and so Joe wanted me to go up on stage at leadership, right? So this is all of the property managers, the system managers, the leadership team from the home office, and I basically had to go through and tell the people how many people I caught and how many
Wow.
people clicked on the link.
That must have been crazy. And
It
more
was
probably
it was
nerve-wracking than this.
yeah, it was pretty shocking. Like the response from the crowd was like, "No way."
That
And other
is
people like, "Yeah, I was one of them."
that's pretty funny. That's a good memory for sure. That's
Yeah.
memorable. That's hilarious. Okay. And what prompted you to join Infocor 8 years ago?
Wow, that's a bit of a story. So before Infracore, I was working for BP, the energy company.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just after the Gulf oil spill.
Okay.
And so BP had to pay out like loads for the spill. And so, of course, the first thing that they did is they started cutting back on their workforce. And I made it through 3 rounds of layoffs, and it was like being on the tracks, and you can see the train coming, right? So my boss's boss got laid off, then my
Wow.
boss's boss got laid off, and then my boss got laid off. And after that, they got me. Like you could just see it coming for you.
Yeah.
Um, and so, I was out looking for work, and I had resumes out. And funnily enough, I was the site coordinator at the time. And so my IT manager for BP Biofuels, which we now have as a client,
Okay.
right? Um, he knew Chris and Paymon from their .com days. And so he basically sent my name over to Wayne. Wayne reached out, and 5 interviews later,
We've
I'm a
shortened
member of the team.
it. Wild. That's amazing. That's a really cool story to just stay connected to people and network.
Yeah,
So that's awesome. And it's been
yeah,
8 years, so that's great.
yeah. And it's a small community. Like we hear about it all the time that so and so knows so and so, or we had done work with this,
Person.
CFO or CEO over here, and they have a buddy that's doing a startup, and now we're hooked up with them. Like I'm sure Wayne would be a great person to like tell you all these types of stories about
Oh yeah.
how
The
small the
networking.
community is here. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's crazy. That's awesome. What for those that don't know you, what was your first job that you ever had to work?
My first paid or unpaid?
Well, let's think paid.
My very first job when I was 16 was working at McDonald's,
Okay. I love
and
it.
I did that for about 8 months while I waited to go to boot camp.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. And who would you say has been a role model for you in your career?
Oh wow. I've had some amazing role models through my career. So I call them the Kens. So
Okay.
my first two corporate jobs, um, my direct manager was named Ken.
Okay.
And so they were inspirations, and they really kind of took me under their wing and helped mentor me to basically push through, to always get the job done, to look at the smartest way to solve a problem, which to their credit, and this is what made them such great leaders, even before Infracore and our focus on communication and
Mm,
leadership, they kind of showed their leadership style by saying, hey, sometimes the best solution isn't always the technical one, right? And so they really kind of exposed me to that early on.
I love that.
And then coming into Infracore, I mean, immediately meeting Chris and Paymon and Brett and Eric, right? Those guys, I mean, inspired me and still do within the company.
I love that. That's amazing. What do you do to stay motivated and recharge during challenging times at work?
Um, Go on a run. Yeah, so if I really need to just like get out of my head, or if I'm stuck in a rut, um, I'll go on a run, clear my head, helps immensely.
Yeah.
Um, and I love doing it. So that's, kind of a win-win.
Yeah.
Um, and then also just coding and programming. That's something where I feel like, so I started off as an art major in college
Okay.
before I shifted gears. And so programming and coding has become my creative outlet. So I'm still an artist at heart.
Yeah.
It's that programming is now my medium.
I love that.
So that also helps me. So
Yeah.
sometimes if I'm working on something and I just need to kind of get out of my way, I'll focus on something like that, do something creative.
Do you have a coding project that you're working on currently, whether it's work related or non-work related?
So currently I am bringing my skills up to speed on Python,
Okay.
right? So Python is one of those languages which is becoming as prevalent everywhere else as PowerShell is within Windows,
Yeah.
right? And also I do quite a bit of Power Query and DAX already.
Okay.
And if you really want to build some amazing visuals, you have to do them in Python or R. So I'm
Okay.
focusing on Python.
I love that. Very cool.
Yes.
What's interesting fact that maybe a lot of folks here at InfoCore does not know about you?
Uh Probably that I am in IMDb and that I used to be a bouncer.
Okay, that's a fun one. And now I have to go Google you after this, Ivan. Thanks. All right, cool. We're gonna pivot to our rapid fire questions for you. So it's a this or that to get to know you a little bit further as well. So do you prefer coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee.
Okay.
Every
Uh,
time.
what about pizza or a burger?
Pizza.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I probably have to say dogs. I have three dogs.
Okay. How do you have any cats?
No, but I like cats,
Okay.
and,
All
and
right.
cats tend to like me. So
Yep.
go figure.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Winter.
Okay. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolates?
Okay.
That's right on the cusp.
Okay.
So,
Book or a movie?
uh, probably book.
Okay. Morning person or more of a night owl?
Night owl.
Okay. iPhone or Android?
Android.
Okay. Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Okay. Netflix or YouTube?
I guess YouTube.
Okay.
More variety there.
Yep. Do you prefer music or a podcast?
Podcast.
Okay. And sneakers or sandals?
Sneakers.
Sneakers. Okay. Well, that is it for all of our questions. So thanks
All
again
right.
for letting us get to know you a little bit further. And hopefully everyone can tune in and Google you after our fireside. All right. We'll see everyone later.
Bye, everybody.